What's going on, people? It's your boy Animal B coming to you with a leg day. One of my clients volunteered to assist me with this routine. This is the exact routine I put it through, minus some reverse lunges. But after a warm up, I started off with some lying dumbbell hamstring curls. When it comes to building legs, it's all about variation and trying to create the most tension you can, in the muscle groups and muscle fibers, breaking them down, always doing something different so that we don't plateau and continue to get better. So this is a good exercise, especially if you have a partner who can put the dumbbell in between your feet. But what we did, we supersetted this with some more hamstring curls, but we dropped the dumbbell and then used manual resistance. So as she was pulling up, I was resisting her, and as I pulled down, she was resisting me, as you're about to see right now. So I'm pulling, she's focusing on that negative, and in the positive phase, as she's pulling up, I'm giving her manual resistance. This is a very good, very tough exercise to do, and it's very good if you have a partner. I suggest you try it out. Next we move on to good mornings, and we supersetted these with stiff leg deadlift. It's important when doing these to not lock your knees. You never want to run the risk of hyperextension of any of your joints. So you want to have a slight bend to your knee, just like that right there. She had a few where her leg was completely straight, and I'm sitting here talking to her the whole time, correcting her form and technique, being that I am her personal trainer, and safety is key with everyone. So core tight, poke the chest out. That helps you to keep your back straight. Don't lock the knees completely. Slight bend, but when they are bent, keep them fixed in that position, and everything is coming from the waist or from the hips. And you should feel this in your hamstrings, glute. If you feel this in your lower back, that means you're going too heavy or you're rounding your back off. So that's something that you should want to keep in mind when doing this exercise, as well as a stiff leg deadlift. This is a very good hamstring as well as a lower back exercise. So if you are feeling it in your lower back when you don't want to feel it in your lower back, either your form is incorrect or you the weight is too heavy.
Don't lock the knees.
And as I said, you don't want to be locked. Now her first few sets, she was kind of deadlifting. As you can see, that deep bend in her knees. So what I'm doing, I'm walking around, I'm talking to her, demonstrating what it should look like. She fixes it a little bit, but I always try to make sure my clients know if they're doing something incorrect, what they're doing that's incorrect, and how they should fix it. That's what makes an individual proficient at anything. So once she does a few of them, not quite the way I want them done, I tell her the changes to make. As far as too much bend in her knees, that's me telling her right there, you're bending your knees too much. And when she does, boom, just like the good mornings, legs a little bit stiffer, not completely locked, chest is poked out so the back is straight. We're not feeling any pressure in our lower back, and we're hitting the hamstrings and glutes just like we want to. This next one, I like to call them pulsing squats, and I like them. Something I incorporate into my own workout from time to time. And what it is you're squatting nice and deep, below parallel. You're coming up. Now she came up too high in the first one, but we corrected it. You squat below parallel, then you come up to about 45 degrees, then you go back down and all the way up. So what this is doing is you're engaging, bring it back down, engage all the way to the top. So it's just basically a timer at attention, and you're putting the load on you. It should be done a little bit faster, but the speed actually isn't too bad. At the time it looked like she was going a little bit slower, but now that I'm watching it back, the speed is okay. So it's low, 45, all the way down, explode through. Next we move on to leg press. We call these deep leg press. Okay, so as you can see, her feet are angled towards the corners of the plate. The higher your feet are on the plate, the more hamstring involvement you have, and vice versa. The lower your feet are, the more quad. The closer your feet are together, the more quad, the wider, more hamstring. Okay, just in case you guys didn't know that. But what she's doing, we have a safety. A lot of them do, not all of them do, but majority of leg presses have, a safety or a barrier so that the weight can't come all the way down to you. So what she's doing is she's lowering the sled all the way down till it hits that safety and pushes it back up. Now if you look at her legs are coming directly to the side of her body. When I do this, my butt comes up a little bit. If you have a bad back, I do not recommend you try this, but if not, this is a very good exercise to incorporate your glutes as well as hamstring tie-in. Our last exercise is reverse straight leg lunge. A little bit different than the conventional lunge, where you bend the front knee as well as bending the back knee. As you can see, she's bending her front leg, but she's keeping her back leg straight. So what this is doing, once you pick that leg up, you're able to squeeze the glutes and you're able to squeeze the hamstring, and you get a lot more hamstring and glute development and activation when doing this. Now of course this is something that you really would want to only do on a Smith machine, but you can do it on other pieces of equipment. Like we have a glider board, which is a board that you can you put little footies on, you can slide back to back. I've done it on that as well. But if you really want to load yourself up and load the weight, then I recommend doing this on a Smith machine, not the free weight, not the traditional back barbell, because the stabilizing muscles are going to be very, very wobbly on this, and you're going to really lose the chance of focusing where you should be focusing, which should be your hamstring as well as glute. But as I said, this was our leg day. I'd like to send a special thanks to Cara for letting me record her. I had worked out with Big Lude yesterday, so my legs were shot for today, or I would have been in here as well. But more videos to come. It's your boy MLB, signing out.